For centuries, we have collectively questioned our existence. But not if we exist, more so why. Why do we exist is what we get stuck on. But you see, you do not exist. At least not in the way you believe yourself to anyway. Not in everyone else's story, that is. The person that you identify as you, your intricate design that you have become accustomed to over the years, the small idiosyncrasies, the moral compass of your soul, the complex variables of your conscious and subconscious thoughts and decision making. This is the person that does not exist. You see, there are many versions of you out there, and you may not recognize any of them if you were to walk by those versions on the street. The grumpy version of you, the humble version of you, the pushover version. It goes on and on. Unfortunately, we rely on other people's perspectives based on their own warped or distorted perceptions, created from little to no information on you. Assumptions based on stereotypes or labels that society has so kindly given us, allowing them to know how much respect they need to give you. How someone perceives you or experiences you has as much to do with who they are as it does with who you are. Most likely, it will be their subconscious mind that sums you up, while they are consciously going through society's list of things to do. You see, everything that you pride yourself on, everything that you feel is identifying of you, could go completely unnoticed, leaving behind only the empty shell of someone else's perception that only slightly resembles you. Now, I'm not saying that we do not try to know each other. Sure, we have learned to go through each other's online presence. We go through common friends, clicking on photos that we believe are telling of who that person may be. But we would only be wrong once again. You see, that person will only know who you want to be portrayed as, which is no closer to the real you than their own perception previously described. One could also argue that you yourself do not know who you are. For instance, when you interact with others, are you simply acting how you think they think you should act? Are we waking up each morning, putting on society's masks, getting lost in the transition? How could we know if we ever do something consciously and naturally and without motive? Especially now with such things as social media dictating our actions and emotions on a daily basis. Do I think that you need to live in a Tibetan monastery for a year to find who you really are? I don't think this is necessary, but it's not a bad idea if you can make it work. You see, all you need to do is take the time. Small moments every day, questioning your thoughts and reactions. Strip your labels off when you can. Bask in the sun. Admire a rock for just being a rock. Go for a walk without a destination. Swing a stick in the air for no reason at all. And perhaps, for a split second, you will be you. As far as existing in reality, good luck. You will need to be okay with the fractions of you that are out there in circulation, being discussed and observed by the masses. I will say though, the more you remove your mask while meeting others or interacting with strangers, the more you will in return exist. But never fully, and we must accept this uncertain fact that we do not exist.